Well, hey there, guys. I am Nuclear Skull 87, and in today's video, we will be doing part 3 of my Killing Time walkthrough, played through Steam as a $10 purchase. And I hope you're all doing fine in this period of the 2020 election, as this is a rather anxious time for everyone as we're awaiting the election results. Anyhow, hopefully watching me play this game will ease you guys' anxiety a little bit. Let's see what Tess Conway has to say here. Or rather, a ghostly butler.
The dining room is located in the east wing. However, I wouldn't recommend a tour of the kitchen. The chefs there are quite temperamental. Now,
he's foreshadowing essentially the fact that we're going to be meeting a new enemy, which is a sort of undead killer chef, if you will. And let's see what other things Tess Conway has to say here, if not her ghostly butler.
Your suite is upstairs in the west wing. I'll have the maid make up your room.
See what's going on here.
If you like to smoke, we must insist that you use the lounge in the west wing. But whatever you do, don't go traipsing around downstairs with a lit cigarette, or Mr. DeVries will have hysterics.
It's interesting because I am not a smoker in real life. I never could get myself to do it, nor do I drink alcohol. I'm guessing that's something we'll have to get a key for later on.
If you like to smoke...
Oops. And this area is rather dodgy as we will be meeting a new enemy here. Also, just a quick word, I will be releasing an ambient video of the Killing Time atmosphere later this same day as I release this gaming video. One of these is a killer clown enemy. As you all know, I love clowns, to be honest. I know some people hate clowns because they're terrified by them, but I personally love them because they're so gothic, weird, and colorful. We've got some more clown enemies. Die, boy. Come on, clown boy. There's another clown up there. Let's see what Tess has to say this time.
First look up and then look down. Never play with a naughty clown.
It's no coincidence she said that as we're fighting clown enemies right now. Luckily, I just managed to be able to shoot them down. Health. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. What I like to do on this part, I'll show you. Sometimes I'll just merely lure them here, and that way I can just shoot them out more or less one at a time, so I don't have to take them all at once, as that's potentially risky. Die, boy. Unfortunately, there's another one. Oh, but I took it out. Oh, who's trying to shoot me? Is that you, boyo? Voila! Shout them both down with that Tommy gun! Ha 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 ha! There's clearly one of Tess's essence objects. Tess Conway, that is. I'll shoot this thing. Come on, boy, die for me. Wonder what the heck that is. Use a Tommy gun just to conserve ammunition. A shotgun. Die, boy. Gonna worry about them a little bit later. Just gonna save in case I'm killed. How did I manage to take him out with one shotgun blast? Because usually those are tough enemies in some respects. Looks like we more or less cleared up this area of enemies. It's extra hard to shoot at them there. Because, yeah, they're... Come on. Dude, you can aim better. And finally, I managed to take him out. Oh! He's imitating. My guess is we have to activate something to lift up those pillars. That's my guess anyway. I could be totally wrong, of course. And both of my pistols are out of ammunition, sadly. One thing you've got to give 90s video games praise for is how colorful and imaginative their video games are. Something that you don't really get in the following decades of the oddies and DCs. And another killer clown enemy. My advice is don't play this game if you have a fear of clowns or insects. Die, boy. Took him out. And I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case I'm killed. The heck is that? Not seeing that. Good thing I saved, because we do not want to go near that clearly. Whoa! Gotta move out of the way. I'm gonna be dead as a doornail. Killing Time gets to be a rather tough game later on. Oh, right, there's some flamethrower ammunition. Oh yeah, we forgot to see this part.
Miss Conway, I'm quite concerned about you.
Why is that, Robert?
Since your parents passed on, you've been taking up with a dark crowd. Oh, the parties and the merriment are only natural for a young lady. But your fascination with time and ancient things are quite irregular. And now that you're...
Poor dear Robert. You miss our old life, don't you?
It's not just that. But Tess, dear child, Why do you associate with this DeVries character? He's not of your ilk.
Duncan is my friend, Robert. He gets me things.
It's exactly those things that worry me. He's building an arsenal in the storeroom.
Please, Robert. I'm tired.
And there are gangsters in the garden.
Well, hand them some pruning shears. The hedge is atrocious.
Well, clearly that ghostly vision shows that Tess Conway appears to be into stuff that she should not have been into, clearly. And I'm guessing as such she's the antagonist of the game. Don't take my word for it, because I've never played this game from start to finish, of course. But that's my guess. Oh yes, and here's some fuel for the flamethrower should you need it, as I definitely do now. Not only that, some shotgun ammo. I'm gonna use the flamethrower just because of how low I am on ammunition, let alone health. In case I'm killed, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Especially considering I only have 6% health left. I wonder what that activates. Took him out. Ah, finally! Some health. I really needed that. Only 18%, but hey, it's better than nothing. Okay. I wonder what creature's making that weird, windy howling sound. Save again because we're on a rather tough and dodgy part here. I'm gonna find some health before I do absolutely anything else. These 90s video games, especially horror FPS games, have a unique way of alerting you to the presence of enemies. That they do. How the heck did I survive those fights with those clowns with just my crowbar? I don't know. Come on, clown man. Come on, Pennywise. Let's do this thing. And obviously you don't want to grab that because that's red health orb and that will kill you, especially considering how low health I am. Ooh, I've really got to watch it now. Voila. Unfortunately didn't leave behind any health, but hey. I'm gonna save because clearly there's another killer clown there. Wow. Good thing I was wise enough to save. Wow. save in case I get killed fighting the other one. Ah, finally! Some health. I desperately needed that health. I'm gonna keep using the crowbar until I know I've accumulated enough ammunition in the pistols, shotguns, and Tommy guns. Even if I have greater health, I'm gonna go ahead and save anyway. Some other time there, Tess. Oh my gosh, now that I stop and think about it, he sounds a lot like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in the Joker movie of the same name, released about a year before I made this video. Ah, finally some more health. Hey, Clown Man. Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun to use a crowbar in this game. Ah, praise be to Jesus, some ammunition. Just what the doctor ordered. Save. Yes, Tess, what is it?
Miss Conway is fond of entertainment, so the house never sleeps. At any one time, you'll find someone in the ballroom.
Interesting. I've definitely never listed this specific number from this game's soundtrack before. I wonder what this does.
What a curious thing. What do you suppose it means?
Lydia, don't you know anything? It's for playing shuffleboard.
Oh, I thought it was another one of Tessa's magic symbols.
Well, a mathematician would call it magical. You see, each row, column, and diagonal adds up to 15.
Oh, Byron, you can be such a bore sometimes.
As I said a couple moments earlier in this video, those ghostly visions clearly show that Miss or Mrs. Tess Conway, depending on whether she was married or not, was into occult stuff that clearly she shouldn't have been into. Hence all the things that are in this haunted mansion experience source now.
You look ravishing, Tess, as always. One would never guess how old you really are.
Why, thank you, Lydia. And you've managed to hide all trace of your late-night carousing.
I was out late, wasn't I? With the rest of the youth. Oh, listening to Duncan's stories, drinking from his starry eyes.
That's not all you were drinking from. But I suppose you can't help it. You have inherited your father's penchant for alcohol.
Please, leave Daddy out of it.
I'm sorry. Poor darling. It was a tragic death. Did they ever manage to find the body?
No. The current must have swept it away when his car went over the bridge. Why are you laughing?
I just can't believe that he actually managed to wipe out an entire crew of racers as they rode down the Charles River. It must have been quite a sight.
Dad never liked to drink alone.
And your mother's reaction? Not a tear. She just up and joined the Women's Christian Temperance Union. Duncan wouldn't be in business if it weren't for them.
Yes, well, he'd better hope she doesn't show up here with her prohibitionists.
Just have to lock them up in the wine cellar.
Ooh!
Tess doesn't seem to be the most moral human being one could think of. It's no wonder she's into the occult, and maybe responsible for all the things happening in the mansion, the Conway Estate. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that clock to see if it does anything to unlock that door-looking thingamajig. Kinda doubt it, but hey, doesn't hurt to check. Well, maybe it doesn't do anything, but hey, just thought I would check and see. Again, it is interesting how the music can change from one area to another. I'm gonna go ahead and save now that I have some ammunition I can use to take out that flying skull. Voila, that's just what I did with the Tommy gun there. How you get in there exactly? Oh! Hey, at least I took out that flaming red skull so that he shouldn't be a problem later on, which feels good to know. Clearly that's a key that's going to get us somewhere, though. The one I'm pointing out with my Tommy gun at the moment. I wonder if that clock has something to do with that thing over there. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. Oh, we just unleashed a whole onslaught of floating red skulls. Ooh. Gotta get out of the way before I put myself in too much danger, which is why I saved there again. Didn't know you could change the screen size of it. God, come here, you cowardly skull. Get back over here. Take me on like a man. Save. Thank the Lord I was wise enough to save. Got an idea of what to do. No, it disappeared before. come from? Took him out there. Just want to see if anything happens when you press those. Didn't think so, but I just thought I would check. Oh, just had to move out of the way, considering how rather low on health and ammunition I am. Shotgun to take out that skeleton. Took him all down. Ah, praise be to Jesus. Some ammunition there. In a certain way, this is kind of a thinking man's FPS game, because of the way it forces you to think before you do certain things. Excellent. Took him out. Die, son. Die, son. Ooh, got a nice amount of shotgun ammo. Thought that was an enemy clown there for a moment. Go upstairs, see what's up here. Rather pretty relaxing music there. Ah, and yes, I almost forgot to mention, there's these sort of bat-winged vampire mates that are another set of enemies we will be dealing with. Obviously, we can't open that one, at least not yet, anyway. See what Tess has to say here.
The most remarkable thing about it is that it doesn't look like a clock at all. It's almost feminine in form. Its wide middle echoing a woman's hips, and the two handles reaching up, suggesting arms reaching to heaven.
And the figurehead is clearly Thoth. This has to be it.
I'm certain of it.
Damn things, they're impossible to kill.
It was an exceptionally large Blatta orientalis, very thick carapace. I try roasting it on the end of a cigarette.
Not bad.
Interesting. Now this is another sort of dodgy part. We will be blasting and crowbarring our way through. I forgot what you call that weapon for a moment. And here's another enemy. Less sexy, of course. I took her out, of course. Boy, that's a creepy sound. This is a horror-themed first-person shooter game after all, so only makes sense. Yeah. Just needing a little Tommy gun ammo there. Gonna Tommy gun that zombie made of various sorts. That's just what I did. There we go. Die, boy. Excellent. I use the crowbar just to conserve some ammo. Die, please. Clearly, we've got more enemies. Probably not the best place to save, considering I got attacked by one of those insectoid creatures. Come on, boy. Insect boy. Okay. I'm angry and grumpy. Die, bad girl. Just do that to quickly go grab that health orb. Where did she go? And there she is, dead as a doornail. Get it while it's still there. And I'm gonna save while I have 74% health. I'm just gonna use a shotgun to take them out. And voila! Now I'm gonna go ahead and get back here, you coward.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
Voila. Killed her.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
I'm but a humble servant, Miss Tewksbury, but I have served you and Miss Conway since you were children.
Yes, Robert, go on.
It is possible that your concern for Mr. DeVries may not be deserved.
Why is that?
I don't think Mr. DeVries has Miss Conway's best interest.
Oh, I was afraid that might happen.
In fact, I think he's only interested in her money.
Everyone is after Tessa's money.
Took her out the flamethrower there. Now I've got a lot of ammo in it. Nice. Sorry if I save a lot. This is the kind of game that gets tough enough to need to do that. Come on, Batwitch. We're setting her on fire with the flamethrower. All right. He's dead. Die, Stern, grumpy, fat old maid. Die. There we go. I don't think there's any other enemies from what we can tell. Oh, there it is. Die, please. I'll use my Tommy gun on you just to Yep. Sadly, you just have to waste ammo to take out an enemy when you just absolutely desperately need to, of course. Alright. Clearly we've been here, considering all those enemies I've taken out. Oh, watch out. Help me.
Tess, I'm sick of Tess. I've lived my whole life in the shadow of Tess, and now she wants to live forever. Well, I am not going to spend eternity with her. Help me.
Hopefully I'll be able to look at that uninterrupted by enemy attacks.
Tess, I'm sick of Tess. I've lived my whole life in the shadow of Tess, and now she wants to live forever. Well, I am not going to spend eternity with her. Help me. Help me.
See if that would just get her attention. Excellent.
Help me.
There's some ammunition. Yes, there happen to be some ammunition. Not a lot, but hey, better than nothing. Wow, I am really super low on health.
No one can rest while the dog
Took her out that flamethrower in one fell swoop. Stranded from the evil maids. Oh, and I almost had it. Sadly, not quite. Thank you, Jesus, some ammunition. She's dead, I'm afraid. There we go. Come on, get over here. The Scorpion from Mortal Kombat would say. There's some rather creepy voices playing. Is that echoing across the halls, or? Go ahead and save again. Just because that's a really hyper challenging part. Definitely gotta save. Get some health there. Oh yeah. Die, you fat maid. Help me. Definitely gonna save while I've got 54% health. Looks new to me. Check the other area.
Welcome to the Conway Estate.
I think I've pretty much cleared up the Conway Estate of most enemies, it looks like. Looks like it, anyway. Whoa, what did that just do? The fact that it's staying lit means that's a good sign. Oh, that just unlocked. Ah, this one. Look what that got us. Well, since I found something important, folks, I believe that will be where we end the video for today. And remember, if you like this video, please hit the like button below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button below. And I will see you all later, folks. Till next time, though, my name is Nuclear Scality 7, and I will see you all when I see you all in the next video. God bless all of you, and pray that Donald Trump is ousted out of office through voting. Amen.